Hello there, Keith Schweigert here from lancaster-lebanon with your 2-minute drill for Friday night's LL League Section 1 rivalry battle between Wilson and Reading. It's scheduled to kick off at 7 o'clock in West Lawn. This is a big rivalry game between two Berks County neighbors. Wilson's the perennial Section 1 powerhouse, and this year they picked up right where they left off last year, despite the loss of 20 seniors to graduation. They might not be as dominant as they were last year, but they blazed out to a 5-1 overall record to start, and they're 3-0 in Section 1, which ties them for first place. Reading has gone through some lean years recently, but boy, they've certainly shown some signs of a turnaround this year. This is their last season in the LL League, and they look like they want to go out with a bang. They've won 2 in a row, they're 3-3 overall, and they're 2-1 in Section 1, so they're still very much alive in the section race and in the chase for a District 3 playoff berth. They knocked off Penn Manor 32-27 2 weeks ago, and last week they proved that win was no fluke by beating Warwick 35-28 in spite of the fact that several of their players were battling through the flu. This game sure looks more interesting than it did a couple weeks ago, before Reading started to turn around its season. But Wilson's going to give the Knights the biggest test of the year so far. They have one of the league's top offenses. They average 345 yards and 32 points per game. And their defense, while it isn't quite as scary as it was last year, still holds opponents to only 237 total yards per game, which makes them one of the top units in the LL League. Can Reading really pull this one off? It'll be interesting to see. They have several home run threats on offense, most notably running back Jason Stewart, who has 671 yards and 9 touchdowns on 94 carries. He's been especially dangerous in the last 2 weeks, both Reading wins. He has 284 yards and 6 touchdowns in those 2 games. It's all going to come down to consistency, and I think Wilson has the edge there. Winning sure isn't anything new to the Bulldogs. They do it every year. They've been over 500. That streak it spans decades, really. I think it's been more than 30 years since they've had a losing season. Reading's on an upswing, and you can't discount those last 2 victories, but I think the Dogs will find a way to get it done. We'll see on Friday.